My name is John Paul. Welcome to my YouTube channel, UK Pool Banker. If you are just watching my video for the very first time, click on the subscribe button. Subscription is free. Like this video as well. I'm going to be bringing you a preview of the papers for this week 22, 2021, 2022 season. I'm also going to be showing you a review of the leading 1-2S guide papers for what happened in week 21. So this is a complete and a well-packed instructional video. So kindly pay attention, take your time to watch this video to the very end. Now the November VIP group ends on Tuesday, November 30th, 2021, and the group will be deleted. So if you want to be part of my VIP group for the month of December, subscription is already ongoing. You should reach out to John Paul immediately. Contact John Paul on 0703 063 5051 for account details for you to be able to subscribe. Subscription is 4,000 naira. Now, what do you get in the VIP group? You have access to bankers, pairs, NAP, and winning lines from compilers and researchers in the group. You also have access to the leading 1-2S forecasting guide papers to assist you in your research. And of course, you get my banker pair every week. And a pair simply means 2 football matches, highly likely to produce 1 draw. To get started, kindly contact John Paul 0703 063 5051. So let us get to the business of the day. We'll begin this review from Capital International, which is British leading 1-2S guide. This paper is readily available in all the 1-2S guide offices nationwide. You can contact John Paul if you want guidelines and more information on how to have access to this paper. I remember in my review of week 18, I gave you an information on the front page of Capital where you have try. There's a team on top of try. And this week it was Oxford Rotterdam. 27 was the date of play. I told you guys, whenever date of play enters this position, it's a draw. When you go to week 18, that was the first time it worked, and I made the video, and it came again. I know most of you do not remember, but those who subscribe to my group, they were privileged to have access to this information. When you go to the back page of Capital, I also told you guys the column where you have 3 for 2XX, the first 2 numbers is 1727. When you have 2 family numbers there, it's also a likely pair. Capital set it again and it delivered. So now, what is the preview for this week 22? This is the front page. That is what you'll be seeing. This is the front page. That's all. Up next is Bob Morton, which is Intercontinental Football Pools Analysis. The first information here is Fabulous 8, Game 6. Whenever you see date of play on that position and the rating is XCB, it's very, very important. When you see this setting again on a brown week, know that it's a special gift from RSK. RSK, most times they play their settings randomly, or sometimes on a very rare occasion they give you the game for free, and this was one of such occasion. When you go to page 2 where you have full list, there are 2 information to be highlighted there. First, when you go to the full list game 47-48, there's a number there, number 1. When you go to the cartoon behind, below it, the game there is 1. Whenever any game from there move into the cartoon, those 2 numbers becomes your compulsory pair. The last but not the least, where you have cannot draw dead games, away win and home win, you have 11 and 38. This is simple mathematics but highly effective. Sometimes in this paper, 3 plus 8 is 11. At this point, instead of giving you a pair, it ended up giving you 2 draws. Now for week 22, This is the front page of Bob Morton, Intercontinental Football Pools Analysis. If you need this paper, like I said, visit 12S Guide offices or contact John Paul for give you more information. This is soccer research for week 21. And what do you have here? When you go to editor's top 20, number 15 and 16, there's a puzzle there. One is rated X5, the other one is rated X6. And these are two even numbers. Now when you add the first number together, it gives you the second number. And when you divide the second number, it gives you the first number. 20 plus 20, it gives you 40. Why this system is unique? When you see this information in that same position again, you might probably see something like 10. 10 plus 10 giving you 20. Or 2 plus 2 giving you 4. It's very effective. When you go to jackpot 12, something similar happened. 1 plus 3, the answer is 4. Usually, when I'm looking at these papers, if the normal, traditional way of forecast, if my games does not set, these are some of the occasional, less frequent ways I use in interpreting these papers. You all know RSK is based on movement of numbers, but sometimes this review is also very effective. When you go to the back page and you go to game 19 and 20, what do you have there? It's also 3 plus 1, 4. And when you go to game 34, 35, 1 plus 1 gives you 2. Ended up playing 2 bankers on this occasion. This is soccer research for week 22. This is the front page. If you need the complete paper, visit any 12S Guide office or contact John Paul for more information. This is the tempo of draws review for week 21. Let's move on to page 2. On page 2, you have the Dr. No Doubting Show pair. You can see the arrow I drew on the paper. And you have the super pair. Whenever the left-hand side moves into a super pair, it becomes a trio. 29, 30, 40 for 1 draw. On this occasion, it gave you 2 draws. When you see a sequence like this, always put at the back of your mind, it is for 1 draw. When you go to page 3, you see the position where you have good. When you see where you have 1 draw. Any game from 1 draw moving to good gives you a pair. 28, 29. And any game from watch here super pair, when it enters trio, that's your direct banker. Don't also forget that any game from 1 draw moving into trio also gives you 1 banker. The last but not the least is you go to the back page where you have a middle pair entry tips for 1. You can see the arrow there. It gives you a very solid pair. 20, 22, 40 for 1 or 2 draws. So what do you have for this week? This is week 22. This is the front page of week 22 from the tempo of draws. The last but not the least comes from Bigwin. This is the front page of Bigwin. Bigwin brought a very unique setting here, which my compiler friend Mr. Porter showed me, but I won't be revealing it here for some obvious reasons. It's a very unique setting. It was what played 8 and 9 as a compulsory suicide pair, my friend will say. But the information I want to highlight here is on page 2. There's a color where you have draw, 1923. And one of them moving to watch. So 13, 19, 23 for 1 draw, and 19 gave you a draw. So this is what we call a trio. And this is a big win for week 22. The information continues again for this week. So have you subscribed and joined the papers group for this month of December? If you have not joined the papers group, then you are not fully prepared for the task ahead. The major aim of the papers group is knowledge. To be successful in the 1-2S industry, you need quality knowledge. The British 1-2S business is a collaborative effort that involves information and keeping of records and leading 1-2S guide papers. By subscribing to the papers group, you will have all the information and knowledge you need to be successful in this business. In a nutshell, the papers group equip you to be better prepared to understand the 1-2S business and learn how to profit from it. If you appreciate this video, if you are appreciative of this task in this video, do well to like this video, drop your information in the comment section, and come on, become part of the papers group. Let us all work together to be successful in this business. Thanks for watching.